Hello, this is Captain Paxo with some more Dark Souls 3 PvP, this time invading on my quality build, Soul level 60 quality build in Road of Sacrifice as a mound maker, because I realized, like, on this build, like, I want to have all the weapons that I can use so that I can, you know, use as many weapons as possible so that I can try and find weapons that I really like, and I can get footage for anything pretty much. Well, except for like elemental weapons that have like faith or int requirements, because I can't do that. I have 9 faith, 9 int, which means Great Sword of Judgment, yeah, that's out of the window. But I'm using the Black Knight Greataxe because I kind of said to myself, you know, I do a lot of these invading sessions on this character where I use a lot of different weapons, but I don't really do an invading session where I only use one weapon, and I have been, like, recently trying to narrow down the amount of weapons that I'm using to try and find just like a handful of weapons that I just really like. And I think the Black Knight Greataxe could be one of those weapons, because I really like it. I'm terrible with it, and I can't use it one-handed on this build, don't have enough strength. Even with the Knight's Ring, I only have 29. Nice uppercut there. This Dark Moon is making a pretty big mistake, trying to chase me down in amongst a lot of enemies. I don't exactly play this particularly well, but I managed to catch him there, and he backs off and heals, and that's when I remember, hey, I have Lloyds on my hotbar, I should use them! So he starts taking out the environment, and I just hit him with a running attack. You didn't do too good of a job there, buddy, for, you know, having one of what a weapon that is considered incredibly powerful and easy to use. It's not easy to use if your opponents are half decent, you know. Then again, there aren't many weapons that are easy to use when your opponent's half decent, save for maybe a fucking washing pole. But Host is not animating. Oh, here we go. Managed to roll catch him there. That's one of the things that I really like about the Black Knight Greataxe, is it's really good at just straight up trading, and it can actually be really good at roll catching with just the standard R1s, and also with the R2 where like you smack it onto the ground and like do an uppercut with it. Yeah, you sort of smack it onto the ground, you drag it along the floor, and then you bring it to an uppercut. That can bring people in because like they think you're just doing an R1, so they roll in and then you catch them with the R2. And as much as I'm not really a big fan of the two-handed rolling attack, it can actually be quite good, as you can see right there. Another thing, I've just been downed to about 50 health twice in that one invasion, and it's gonna happen again, so whatever the amount of health that I have, it's freaking good. This guy gives me a Gothards, which, that's very nice, but I already have Gothards. I think they're +9, so it's very kind, but I already have them, and this guy gets in the way. When I was invading, I didn't expect to find a lot of jewels or fight clubs, but that is exactly what I found. I didn't find a single invasion. This guy throws the I'm sorry carving. It's whatever. This guy likes his firebombs. I do the heavy attack out of the roll because I know he's probably going to roll away. He's probably going to be expecting the roll attack. I try and I hit him once, and then I try and catch the roll, but my delay of the R1 was just way too late because you get stunned in that animation for a very long time, so I don't have the timings down there. Get a 2-piece there. This weapon does a ton of damage. Excuse me. Like, a Dark Moon is gonna get involved. I'm wanting to finish this fight because I'm like that, you know. I like to fight. I was in a good mood when I was using this weapon. But yeah, the Dark Moon gets involved, and he's going to get put down very quickly. So he's got his fireballs, here he comes. I've got a big sword, or big axe, and he's got his fireballs, which I know how to roll through. I'm thinking he's going to try and parry me. He charges up a fireball, and I'm just like, no. 403! I'm going to fucking send me home. Oh. Damn it. That's one of the things that I should point out, actually, as a mound maker. Instead of like having to kill the host to get your task to be complete, you are set either to kill the host or 1 or 2 phantoms, depending on how many phantoms are currently in the world. And when I invaded, it told me kill the host or 1 phantom, and I killed the Dark Moon, which is a phantom. So I got sent back to my world without being able to finish my fight with this guy, which I do now. He's throwing some rope firebombs, which is pretty cheeky, but it's not really going to work out too well for him, because like I said before, this weapon's really good at roll catching. You wouldn't think it, but people who are aggressive with their rolling, it just works. Some fancy hitbox works just there, just to show you that, you know, the hitboxes are definitely fine in this game, and this isn't in any way sarcastic whatsoever. Yeah, I don't really know what happened. I do know that I ran out of stamina and I panic rolled. And this time I'm fighting his buddy. But yeah, this weapon's good at roll catching, roll baiting, as this guy's going to try and aggressively do some rolling and I'm just going to hit him out of it. It's also got really good hyper armor. I've found the hyper armor to be really good. I haven't been like hit out of my attack yet. Good god. And it does a lot of damage, you know? It does a lot of damage. And if it didn't do a lot of damage, well, it wouldn't be the Black Knight Greataxe, would it? You know? This thing's had insane damage since Dark Souls 1. You know? It's had the same moveset since Dark Souls 1. Aside from the follow-up heavy attacks and the weapon art. Again, it's so... I want to fight the host! Oh... This Covenant can be just amazing because it brings you into worlds where there's just a million phantoms and it's all kind of chaos. But it can also be just horrible because, you know you can fight like multiple people, but it just won't let you. This is a bit of a messy invasion, and this is the point at which I kind of realized I wish I had enough strength to be able to one-hand the Black Knight Greataxe, because the one-handed moveset has like really wide horizontal sweeps, and these guys are ending up to my left, which if I had been one-handing I would have caught them. I quite like the Dark Moons. He's quite set in his Dark Moon ways with the Dark Moon loyalty there. But like I said, I can't use this weapon one-handed because I don't have enough strength. It's really frustrating, but nonetheless, the two-handed moveset is really good. Weird way of saying that. But it does cost a lot of stamina to use. You'll notice that when I swing this weapon twice, I barely have enough stamina to roll away. And I'm having to really manage my stamina a lot. This is another unfortunate case of just look how strong this weapon is. Jesus Christ. And I feel really bad for it, so I just curl up. I'm like, I'm sorry. Good lord. But then for every moment like that, you have a moment like this, where your opponent just absolutely destroys you, because it is a slow swinging weapon. It's a Greataxe. I managed to catch him with the heavy attack, like I said, because I noticed this guy likes to roll through my attacks, and he doesn't do the rolling attack all that often. So when I pull out my shield, I try and parry the roll attack, and he saw that coming a mile away. Yeah. Fights like that where I'm kind of thinking like, I wish I could use this weapon one-handed. I need more strength. So I'll probably end up leveling this character up to maybe soul level 100. Maybe 120. Just so I can use weapons like this one-handed. This guy's a much better like Greataxe user. He's been using them a lot longer than me. I finally remembered to use the Warcry, because if you'll notice, I haven't used Warcry once up until now. I'm really bad at it. I'm trying to do some roll catches. I'm using a lot of stamina. It's just your standard Greataxe duel, I guess. But yeah, Black Knight Greataxe, a lot of fun. But I really didn't expect as many duels or fight clubs as I found. You know, I expected there to be like a ton of ganks and just your standard invasion kind of bullshit, but not today, you know? I try and do some sneaky spacing. It doesn't go too well for me. I was pretty mad about that. That was made me even angrier, and I'm on a tick hair of health. All he has to do now is hit me with a firebomb, which is exactly all he's gonna do. He can trade. Oh, I was not happy about that phantom range. The first one I got hit, I was like annoyed. The second time I got hit, I was furious, and then the applause gesture annoyed me as well. Because does anyone else find the applause gesture just really patronizing? I know it's meant to be like, oh, you know, good fight, whatever, you know, way of showing respect, but it's like, I just find it to be the most patronizing gesture in the entire game. Like, even more so than the point down. Like, I don't... It's a little bit silly to get, like, annoyed by gestures, but it's kind of not, you know? It's a show of, like, them being cocky or whatever, you know? But anyway, this is the last fight that I had. Again, this guy's a lot better Greataxe user than I am, and I would do well to learn from him. I tried for a weapon art heavy attack. He's having none of it. He knows the spacing of these weapons a lot better than I do. If I held that running attack for a little bit longer, I might have been able to catch him, but I don't know. Just trying to bait out attacks, bait out the roll. I managed to catch him again with that roll. I really like that heavy attack. And you can see I'm doing it again because I just love it so much. Ran myself out of stamina near enough. Thought he would be out of stamina, but no, he's got just about enough as well. I'm being aggressive. I'm running myself out of stamina, like really aggressive. That cost me another hit. Again, I'm at really low health. I managed to hit him there. I try and roll catch him again, and I get really aggressive, and he should be dead. Oh, that's frustrating. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.